Hello everybody, welcome to today's episode of MMFO, my motherfucking opinion. And if you haven't subscribed, please hit the button subscribe. Before you even watch, just go ahead and subscribe. You know, get my algorithm right. Help me out. Anyway, welcome to today's show. I have a few topics that I have an opinion on, and let's go. Let's see. So anyway, the first thing I want to talk about is the street code. You know, no snitching, all that kind of stuff. I want to hit on that. I was having a conversation actually with a guy who's actually in the feds right now, and I seen him post something, and so I hollered at him, and we was talking about, you know, the aspect of no snitching, the street code stuff and all that. So I was just, you know, getting his opinion on it, and asking him, you know, how does he feel about stuff, and asking him, first of all, you know, what do you think snitching is? Because hell, you hear a lot of definitions of what snitching is, and my definition of snitching is when a person commits a crime with some other people, and that person gets caught, and one way or another he ends up telling on the other people. That's snitching. Or when you do dirt with somebody, same thing, and you may not get caught, but you know, maybe the police is breathing down your neck, you know, asking you questions, and you tell on those people to get the heat off you, even though you was with them. You know, that is snitching. But I say this to say that the street codes that we follow, and I'm gonna preface this, it's for everybody. This is for everybody. Anybody who's following fucking street codes or whatever, you in the streets, whatever. And I'm talking to everybody, white or black, but you know, when I talk, I'm mostly talking to, you know, black folk. But really it's for everybody, but us more so. The street codes are whack, man. Y'all got to start using y'all motherfucking minds and y'all brains. Just think about it, right? You guys that are in the streets want loyalty from your people, which is understandable. You want loyalty from the ones you doing dirt with, that, you know, they're not, you know, kicking you under the bus and whatnot. That's commendable. I respect that. Hell, I would want the same thing. But what kind of messes me up about the street code is that I was talking to the guy, and he was like, yeah, I wouldn't even tell on, you know, my op. And it's like, damn, okay. You wouldn't tell on your op, but your op wants to kill you, and you want to kill your op, but you have a loyalty to the op. like that's fucked up. If you have a loyalty like that to your op, then is he really your op? Y'all can work that shit out. If the street code is that deep, why can't y'all just work that out? If, you know, if you wouldn't tell on your op, why the fuck you just wouldn't work whatever y'all issues with out? Like, that's a fucked up thing. That's a messed up code to have, you know? And more so, what we was talking about is we was talking about the Dolph thing, and so Straight Drop's brother told him and whatnot, and I was just telling them that my opinion was he was like that's fucked up how he sold his brother out, whoopty whoopty walk. And I'm like, yeah, that's true. And he's like, you in the street shit, with street shit, you shouldn't do that. And I'm like, true, but do we know that his brother was in street shit? Could his brother not have helped him out off of love, off, straight drop calling his brother like, help me out with grab this phone for me, this car, whatever, after the fact of the murder, because he was just an accessory. So this is after the fact. Straight drop call his brother for help, and his brother helped him. Who says that his brother was in street shit? If you got a loved one calling you, your loved one messed up, you may not want to help, but you may try to help your loved one, and then you get caught up in it, and straight drop without his brother was done. Cops had, everything they needed. He was done. And so his brother, end up, just saying what it was. So, in the street code, that's snitching, but it's really, everything can't be looped up under an umbrella, because he could just be, a brother who was trying to help his brother, who did some fucked up shipping, who did some fucked up stuff, and now he's gotta, be fucked up too behind it. Even though what he did was after the fact. He didn't help murder young Dolph. He was just trying to help his brother, be free for a little while longer. But yeah, I think, us as black folks, us as the hood, the ghettos, because I'm from the ghetto, we really need to talk about these snitching things, because a lot of this stuff is just crazy. And for another instance, to go back on 6ix9ine, it's like, man, what would you do if your homies betrayed you? If your homies betrayed you, like your homies, like, yeah, they your homies that you thought were your homies, they want to kill you, right? I don't give a fuck, whatever. Y'all in the streets, but your homies want to kill you, right? And then y'all all get arrested. And then the feds are like, well, look, they the feds gonna do anything. They're gonna find the weakest link, or they're gonna try to turn somebody into the weakest link. And that's essentially what they did to 6ix9ine, because they had a wiretap, and they played some wiretaps of his homies plotting to off him. So they like, look, your boys was trying to off you, so you get him up, and shit, man, you be out of here in no time. Are them your boys? You gonna defend them? You gonna defend them? You gonna sit on that 20 plus life, knowing, after hearing the recorded conversations of them talking about offing you, or you gonna take the deal? It's a lot of you motherfuckers that's gonna say, oh man, I'm gonna stand on that shit. Y'all some goddamn idiots, man. Y'all some suckers. Y'all some goddamn suckers, man. A lot of you niggas just want to be too goddamn hard, man. You want to be too hard. Now, I'm all for standing on some solid shit, but man, y'all heard that, and y'all would, y'all just gonna sit there and suffer when you ain't got to, when you about to be suffering behind some busters. It's fucked up. We gotta reevaluate these street codes, because the youngsters are just, they getting worse and worse, because ain't no OG motherfuckers that's gonna tell these nothings. These ain't no OG motherfuckers that gonna tell them, these youngsters, nothing good. We just telling them a bunch of bullshit, if we telling them anything. You know what I mean? So yeah, this street code shit, man, we got to come together, OGs, Bloods, Crips, whatever. Y'all need to come together and reevaluate these street codes, man, because the hood is just, it ain't getting nothing but more destroyed and more dangerous for everybody. Old folks, young folks alike, babies getting killed, you know, everybody. So we got to change some of these codes and make some codes that are worth having, that people can respect and follow. You know, we got to change the narrative that's going on with the street right now, because the narrative is just not good. You know, people are just doing and killing people for anything. I mean, nothing. Internet beef, man. People are crashing out over being disrespected on the internet by some words. You know, people are just crashing out over any little thing, and we got to change the narrative for our kids, our grandkids, our future. Because if we don't, then, you know, what the hell? You know, and I'm a realist. You know, I know that it's really not going to be too much we could do to change it. I mean, it's something we could do, but a motherfucker don't want to hear that. Because, you know, in my mind, to change anything about the streets, just everybody who in the game, who lost somebody, all you motherfuckers really just gotta die. That's fucked up. But when you think about it, everybody like that, y'all gotta die. It just has to be fresh. Because other than that, it's just gonna keep going back and forth. You see what I'm saying? So, you know, it's hard. We gonna try to change the narrative. We can do things to calm it down, but it'll never go nowhere until everybody die. They got something to ride for. Till everybody die who had op take their homeboy. You know, it'll never change. But we can, you know, make it better by changing the narrative. So, you know, with that, you know, it's hard to fix all of this world's problems. It's hard to fix all of the problems in the streets. You know, same difference. I mean, even in this world, you know, war never stopped, because who's the bad guy, who's the good guy? You know, who's to say who's who? You know, America, we go in these other countries and do shit because we say some leader is treating their citizens bad and whoopty-whoopty-woo, and you know, that's their way of life. I mean, we get treated bad over here every day. You know, they just do it in a more diabolical, cynical, undercover way over here, but hell, we get treated bad too over here. Who the fuck gonna come over here and say drop some bombs on us and be like, look, y'all need to stop fucking with the American people like that? Who gonna do that over here? What gives us a right to go over in these other countries and do that? So, you know, it's hard to fix all of the world problems, just like street problems. I don't think it's a way to do that. The only way to do it would just be to, you have to kill a lot of people to take it back to no beef, where nobody has a problem, you know? So, with that, change the subject. Next, America. The American rent scam. The American rent scam. And I'm gonna actually do another video, probably like a small documentary. I don't know when to more elaborate on this, but the American rent scam. So I watch a lot of YouTube. I watch a lot of informational stuff. I watch a lot of traveling videos, etc. And I was looking at a guy, and I don't have his name right here, but when I do the longer video that I'll only just be talking about, you know, the rent scam in America, you know, I'll drop a a link to my guy's video, a link to some other videos, you know, with people who travel abroad and live abroad, etc. But so I was looking at a video over in man, and I'm about to butcher this. I'm about to get this wrong. Did I write it down? I don't think I even wrote it in my notes. But oh, it's the Philippines. Philippines, okay. He was showing nice condos. When I say nice condos, I mean, you know, high-end finishes. Some of them were even furnished. And the condos had meeting rooms and workout facilities. One of them even had like a little theater you could rent out and, you know, watch movies in and stuff. And a one-bedroom, okay, was about $500-600, and I'm talking about top of the line one-bedroom condo. That same condo here will be double, maybe even triple. Not even maybe triple. It will be double. It will be triple. So I want to know what the hell is going on here that we can't provide that same cost. Why in another country you could live in a nice condo, $600, top of the line finishes, furniture, $600, but here you couldn't do it. You couldn't do it. $600 ain't gonna get you nothing in America unless it's in a slum, back road country somewhere in America. Why can't our big cities have affordable housing? Okay, like really, like what is going on? The rent scam is crazy. People, I mean, and this is before COVID, but even after COVID, it's been way worse. People are losing their homes. People can't afford their homes. You know, people can't afford their homes with working 2 jobs. So, what can somebody tell me in the comments? What's the difference between here and there? You know, that they can have something that nice for $600, and here, you know, $2,500 for a 1-bedroom, and the amenities might not even be that nice. The finishes might not even be that nice for $2,500. I'm talking about these were top of the line finishes they had in this condo for $600. So what's going on with the rent scam? And you know, hit me up in the comments. And like I said, I'm putting together a more detailed look at the rent scam in America. You know, what's wrong and versus what they got in other countries, and we're gonna have a conversation about it. Let me know in the comments what do you think the difference is. And last but not least, the YSL trial is being deliberated right now. So the jury is in. We're on verdict watch with Kendrick and Diamante Kendrick and I forget the other guy's name. Is it Stillwell? I don't know, but yeah, the jury's on deliberation. Well, I wonder what happens. We'll see this week. So you know, are both of them going to get acquitted? I know one had 2 murders, the other one had 1 murder on them. But you know, their lawyers did a hell of a job, and it's finally coming to an end. This trial, like a year later. It's been a long time. I know those jurors just want to get out of there. So, you know, I know they don't want to be deadlocked and sitting in there. And so what I'm thinking, you know, they're gonna I don't think they're gonna deadlock on anything. I think they're going to agree with each other either way, either guilty or not guilty. I think they're just gonna, they're not gonna fight. They're not gonna be bullheaded in deadlock. Somebody is gonna move one way to have it the verdict one way or the other, because those guys have been making whatever the hell jury pay is, $5 an hour for a year. That's no money. So I know they ready to get back to their lives, get back to their jobs and all that. So we'll see what's up with that this week. And this is just a spare topic off my head. What's up with jury duty, man? That's $5 an hour or whatever the hell. That's insane, man. I couldn't do it. Fuck that. I'd say whatever I have to say not to be a juror. But on the other end, and this is just me thinking, this is just me going off the hip right now. Actually, that's not good, because a lot of times, man, with these trials, that's why isn't a lot of times, if you're a person of color and you don't see enough of you in your jury boxes because of shit like I was just about to say. So no, we actually need to do those things and not talk our way out of it, but they do need to pay and treat jurors better. But yeah, I mean, we definitely need to, as black people, as much as we can, be in that juror box to make sure our brothers and sisters are getting a fair trial. And with that, that's the end of today's episode. Catch you on the next one.